Welcome to Module 6. In Module 6, we're going to work with Chapter 7 in your textbook. I've chosen to rearrange chapters in this way because I think Chapters 5 and 7 work particularly well together. In Chapter 5, you learn to insert objects. We'll continue to insert objects in Chapter 7. This time we'll insert tables and SmartArt. Tables are very important in Word. They're used to organize information so it may be more easily read. Tables can be formatted with a lot of colors and shading to help make them stand out. You'll learn about some new ways to navigate within a table. The primary way to navigate within a table is to press the Tab key. Pay special attention this week to the yellow tables in your textbook. They'll list new ways to navigate in tables. As is common in Microsoft, you will have more than one way to complete a command. This applies to navigation as well. Something else that is new with this chapter is the way Microsoft lets aspects of one software be used within another software. In this case, we'll be working with Word, but we'll insert an Excel spreadsheet, which is like a table, into Word. Once again, as we learned last week, it'll be vital to be aware of your insertion point's location. In addition, look for the new Tools tabs, which you learned about last week, because they will be activated in tables. You'll also learn about SmartArt in this module. SmartArt graphics are a lot like other objects which you learned about last week in that they can be resized, recolored, customized in other ways, and also in that the Tools tab is activated. What this will also give you is a quick way to create a complicated graphic. One great reason to use a SmartArt graphic is to create a hierarchical chart. In business, you'll more likely hear this called an organizational or org chart. An organizational chart shows who in an organization reports to whom. Here's an example. I'm an instructor. I report to an assistant dean. He reports to the associate dean. The associate dean reports to the dean. The dean reports to a vice president at Washburn, and the vice president reports to the president. So I'm only 5 levels removed from reporting to the president of Washburn University. This chart helps me know the names of the people I report to and also helps me understand my chain of command. If I have a question or issue, I should start with the person next higher to me on the organizational chart. That, by the way, is a very important bit of work advice. Always stick to your chain of command. At the end of this module, you'll have an exam, which I call a performance assessment. Because I like to put chapters 5 and 7 together, this exam will include a skill you learned in chapter 5. Your instructions will have you insert different objects, one from chapter 5 and one from this chapter, chapter 7.